As Chapman serves, here's a set from Kawamura. And there's the kill for number 9, Taryn Ruckert. The Panthers received by Corley. Here's a set from Kawamura. The attack from Kennedy Smith is going to land in for a kill. So the score is now 3-2. Free ball for the Regals. Set from Ruckert. Attack from Mignani. It's going to be a roll shot, and it's going to land in. Point Regals. Set from Grimm. Attack from Smith is going to be in. So the score is now 5-5. It's going to be a tough one to deal with. And the Regals send it back over, but a little bit of miscommunication for the Panthers. And the Regals get another point. So the Regals take their first lead of the game at 7-6. And here's the attack from the Regals. It's going to be out of bounds. Correction, there's going to be air on the Panthers. It's going to be point Regals. We are now knotted up at 10-10. Received by Holloway. Here's a set from Grimm, and the attack from Ford is going to get the kill. And a point for the Regals. Chapman. Here's a set from Kawamura, and the attack from Clayton. He's going to get the kill for the Regals. Here's Smith on the attack. That's going to be last touched by the Panthers, and a point for the Regals. By the Panthers, the Regals play on. There's Ruckert. And there's going to be an error on the Panthers, and the Regals are going to get that point as they go up by 2 now, 14-12. Corley with the dig. Here's Smith on the attack. It's going to be a point for the Regals. And here's the attack from Smith. It's going to be off the hands of the Panthers blockers and land on the Panthers side of the court. Point for the Regals. Received by Smith. Here's a set from Grimm, and the attack from Tibasar. It's going to be off the hands of the Panthers and out of bounds. Here's a set from Corley, and the attack from Ford is going to land in for the Regals. Good dig by Corley. Set from Grimm, and the attack by Ruckert. Corley gets it back. Here's a set from Kawamura, and the attack from Clayton. That's going to land in for the Regals. Clayton's serve is just freed up by the Panthers, and Taryn Ruckert slams it home to end the set. Is there for the Panthers. Here's the set and the attack from Clayton, and the Regals respond. From Bradbury, here's the set from Corley, and the attack from Mignani. Here's the set from Kawamura, the attack from Ruckert, and it lands in. Aces against Occidental, which is 4th in the SCIAC in season highs, but that one's off the hands of Cronin, and it's going to be a point for the Regals. Here's a set from Corley. The attack from Ford is going to land in for the Regals. Attack from the Panthers, received by Grimm. Set from Corley. Here's the attack from Ford. It's going to land in. There's number 5 for Ford. The tip. Set from Grimm. Attack from Clayton. This is going to land in off the hands of Harrison. Serve is in, received by Corley. Set from Grimm. Attack by Clayton. It's going to be too much for the Panthers to deal with. Regals, let's see what they can do with it. Set from Grimm. Attack from Ford is going to land in by Harrison. Regals are going to try it again with Clayton. Off the hands of the Panther blockers and out of bounds. Panthers. Dig by Kawamura. Set from Corley. Attack from Balaga is going to be in. And the Regals increase their lead to 21-9. Let's see what the Regals can do with it. There's the attack from Ruckert, blocked. Here's the attack again from Clayton. It's going to be a dig. And some odd defense from the Panthers. They managed to get it over by our scores table, but it was set up perfectly for Ruckert. There's a tip over from Sampson. The attack from Balaga is going to find a soft spot in the Panthers' defense. Another match point for the Regals. Regals are looking to end it here in this set. There's a set from Kawamura, and the attack from Balaga is going to land in, and the Regals go up 1-0. Attack from Bradbury. And here's the attack from Balliget. It's going to land in. That's going to be a point for the Regals. Received by Clayton this time. Here's the attack from Smith. Hard for the Panthers to deal with. And it's going to be a point for the Regals. Here's Grimm's set, and the attack by Ford is going to be off the hands of the Panthers blockers and out of bounds. For the Regals, can they capitalize? Here's Ford. And an error on the Panthers, and the Regals get another point. Received by Holloway. Here's the attack from Clayton. Off the hands of Chapman blockers. And here's Balliget. We're going to have an error on the Panthers, point Regals. Here's Kawamura. And Ruckert gets her 9th kill of the match. Off the hands of the Regals blockers. Good hustle from Kawamura. And that's going to land him for the Regals, and the crowd erupts. Nothing in sets. Servers received by Clayton. Here's the attack from Smith. Blocked by Ava Bradbury, but out of bounds, and the Regals get a point. Irving, received by Clayton, set from Kawamura. There's the attack from Tibisar. Over for the Regals, some miscommunication. Set by Grimm, attack from Clayton. And that's going to land in for the Regals. The crowd erupts, and the Regals get some momentum back. There's a roll shot. Good dig from Corley. Here's Clayton on the attack off the hands of the Chapman blockers. Attack from the Panthers. Set from Grimm. There's Clayton. And it's off the hands again by Olivia Harrison, excuse me. Going on the first point. Carrying over from the last set. Here's Clayton. And she gets the first point for the Regals off the hands of Ava Bradbury. Oh no. Here's a set from Kawamura and the attack from Clayton. And she gets another kill. Here's the set from Kawamura. The attack from Ruckert is going to sneak over the net and land in. Corley. Regals having some trouble. Here's the attack from Smith off the hands of the Chapman blockers, and it's going to result in a Regals point. Kurth on the attack. Here's the set from Kawamura. The attack from Balliget's going to land in. Received by Corley. Here's the set from Kawamura. Attack from Smith. It's going to be off the hands of a Chapman blocker. Point Regals. There's Corley with a dig. And the attack from Smith off the hands of the Chapman blockers. There's attack from Harrison. Set from Grimm. Attack by Smith. He's going to land in for another Regals point. Received by Corley. Here's the attack from Clayton off the hands of the Chapman blockers. Attack from Sampson. Dig from Corley. Set from Grimm. Attack from Clayton. And that's going to be another Regals point. Good dig from Holloway. Here's the attack from Ford and out of bounds off the hands of the Chapman blockers. And all good players for the Panthers. Here's the set from Grimm. The attack from Ford over the hands of Bradbury. And the Regals go up 22-9. More attack from Smith, blocked by Bradbury. And Smith's attack is going to be off the hands of the Chapman blockers.